Cholangiocarcinoma Foundation is like an umbrella that brings everybody from everywhere together.
This is definitely one of the more unique conferences and really a conference that I think we all come home from feeling inspired by, because it brings all of the people touched by this disease into the same place to work on the same shared goal from each person's vantage and each person's specialty, whether from a volunteer to a doctor to the lab-based scientist. All together it makes it much more of a rich experience.
Conferences like this, in fact, this being the main one for this cancer, is the best way to move things forward, because all of the stakeholders are here talking to each other. You see bench scientists, PhD scientists, physician scientists like myself, clinicians who are seeing patients, clinicians who are running clinical trials, patients, caregivers, advocates, representatives from pharma.
From the perspective of the talks that we heard, just hearing about this progress in the clinical trials and the multiple options that are available to people is definitely the thing that's sticking with me the most, and is just so exciting to know that there's actually options for people that weren't there before.
It really inspires you to try to work hard to think of new avenues and new therapeutics, new drugs. You feel like you're part of something that could make a difference.
The times are changing very quickly right now for cholangiocarcinoma. We've seen so many advances over the past year to 2 years alone, particularly in how we understand the subgroups of the disease, the underlying biology, how it's different from this particular type of mutation to that, and from the FGFR2 inhibitors to IDH1 inhibitors to microsatellite instability. There are now clinical subgroups defined by the tumor biology that have different treatments that make a huge difference.
One of the major goals this year was to make sure that we had really strong international participation from Singapore, from the United Kingdom, from Germany, and numerous other countries. We got overwhelming enthusiasm to join us, and so we've had tremendous international participation, and it's really enriched the environment. And many of them have expressed a desire to join our community more, the Cholangiocarcinoma Foundation, and certainly to return to our meetings.
It's a forum. It has become a forum of experts for this cancer that really helps them to be able to talk with patients, talk with each other, collaborate on projects, think of new projects, get excited, and then especially with the inclusion of industry and the other foundations, and collaborating on projects together, because not one of us can do it all, but if we all can do it together, we can accomplish a much greater goal.
If you're in the field of cholangiocarcinoma research, or you'd like to direct your research to that direction, this is a must-attend meeting, and I strongly encourage you to join us in Salt Lake next year.